All right, back live at Cedar Cliff High School. Greg Mace with Charlie Fortney. We're getting set for the boys' game. It is packed in here. It's been packed since the girls' game. But let's get down to this game tonight. These are two of the best teams in the area. We take a look at the Mid-Penn Keystone standings. They're both right at the top and a very balanced Mid-Penn Keystone.
Oh, and that's a tough league. Hershey Trojans have beat both of these teams, and who would have expected it? But the battle's not over yet, because tonight, these two teams are looking to go at each other. Cedar Cliff has not won this rivalry in a while, but throw that out the window because this Cedar Cliff team is loaded.
All right, let's talk about both these teams because they're both big, tall, tough teams. Talk about Cedar Cliff a little bit first.
Well, Cedar Cliff has maybe not the 6'9" or the 6'10" guy, but they got a lot of 6'4", 6'5" athletic players in Noel Rue, Logan Stump, and Christo Majoke. But look, again, look for them to get out and pressure and try to make this game a little more full court.
There were a lot of expectations. I think a lot of people thought Redland was going to be the favorite coming in here. They had a tough double overtime loss to Hershey just the other night.
Well, Hershey's an improving team and has a lot of talent, but Redland is used to responding and does a very good job of stepping up to the challenge. They have some great wins this year. It's going to be hard to say. With Redland needing a win to bounce back, Cedar Cliff, a great game against Susquehanna. I think you can flip a coin on this one, Greg.
And we talked about atmosphere, and you talked over the years about some of the great Steel High, Harrisburg, Carlisle games that you played in. I can't remember, certainly not in our broadcast time, and in many, many years, to see an atmosphere like this for a high school basketball game.
Well, I'm talking to the principal before the game. They could have packed 3 gyms for this game, but we're excited to be putting this one on TV and for the viewers at home to have a chance to see this game, and that's why we do it.
All right, opening tip-off is coming up. Charlie and I'll be back. We're getting set for what should be one of the best games of the year. Redland and Cedar Cliff, live from Cedar Cliff High School here on ABC 27.
To be sure, Faulkner Toyota on Paxton Street across from the Harrisburg Mall invites you to check out our extensive assortment of new and used vehicles. Consider the excitement of driving the RAV4 or the functionality of our top-rated Sienna minivan. Test drive the super fuel-efficient Prius hybrid along with our Camrys, Corollas, Tacoma pickups, as well as a full selection of Scions. You'll find security, design, comfort, and a price that will fit your own lifestyle. Call or visit us at faulknertoyota.net.
What game will you bring? Your B game or C? Tomorrow's performance depends on today's recovery, rebuild, recharge, reclaim your A game, regen, intelligent recovery.
Fortney Construction is on the move, building additions, renovations, and Pella certified for window and door replacements with a quality of work that the customer can count on. Call today. Ask about solar and energy solutions, as well as our solar module installation. You can save money on electric, and the electric company will send you cash for the solar energy your panels generate.
Integrity, reliability, and experience is what Fortney Construction's all about, and it's a great name.
At Lou Panetti, Rogliano, and Hockenberry Family Dentistry, you will receive patient care with a smile, along with comprehensive dental treatment and technologically advanced equipment to meet all your family needs.
I think what you'll find here, if you look around the office, is a very, very comfortable atmosphere.
The quality of care that the doctors give to our patients is absolutely phenomenal.
Our service provides a gentle approach from doctors who care.
Displays and Graphics, 5700 Lingelstown Road in Harrisburg, your one-stop shop, offering full-color banners, indoor and outdoor signage, banner stands, trade show displays, and plaques. Visit displaysandgraphicsinc.com. Exceeding expectations is our goal.
Advanced Tube's professional staff has strategized and worked as a team to improve the 2010 training plan.
Feedback I've been getting from the conversations I've had with the parents and kids alike is they would like to see us implement a comprehensive skill evaluation.
The comprehensive skill evaluation will be the basis for recommendations and class placement. We are signing players up right now for the start of the spring program. Advanced Tubes has programs for the youth and novice players, but is mostly noted
for helping top area high school players reach their individual potential and develop skills that college coaches are looking for. Advanced Hoops is currently assisting over 20 high school players with the college recruiting process through phone calls, website player profiles, and in-house 5-on-5 video footage. We have helped 7 players sign early, earning full scholarships to play college basketball.
National anthem, and we're getting set for what should be a phenomenal boys basketball game coming up. Both these teams are 9-2, and both atop Mid-Penn Keystone. And right now, the crowd is learning that the game, I think they already know it's on live TV. I'm just guessing.
At this time, we'll sing your national anthem.
Now here is Marissa.
Our national anthem will be sung by Marissa Wisman.
Wisman.
Please rise, and gentlemen, please take off your hats.
And here is our national anthem. That is the Golden Corral chanting USA. Marissa Wisman right there. And Charlie, let's take a look at some. We talked about both these teams. We'll talk a look at our Penn National Insurance keys to the game for both Redland and Cedar Cliff.
Yeah, for Redland, they need to mark Logan Stump's three-point shot, according to Coach Slayton, slow down the transition game, close the middle and force outside shots. Cedar Cliff needs to keep Redland in a transition game, limit Zangary's scoring options. He's one of the most talented, versatile scorers in the area. Box out and limit Redland to one shot with the big guys.
And one of the big guys listed as 7 foot. Steve Zach is number 44. You'll see him come out here for the Redland Patriots. And Scott Slayton is their coach. Former local star Jimmy Rao, the coach of the Cedar Cliff Colts. Glad he's back on the bench. Long-time basketball name, and there he is, Steve Zach. He goes 7 foot even. And here come the Colts.
Steve keeps growing. It seems like every year he picks up a couple inches. At least in the paper he does.
And now here are the Cedar Cliff Colts.
They know how to pump themselves up there, don't they?
There's Will Hopkins, who's a 6 foot sophomore.
Seems like both teams, both teams have a pretty interesting pregame ritual to get pumped up. Still high, we just slapped the pride sign and ran out on the court. That was about it.
Nah, it's all different now. All different. Christo, a joke. Nola Rue is a 6'2 junior. And if you haven't seen him play before, you're going to love watching senior Tim Kelly, one of the top players in our area.
Oh, he's another one of those all-purpose athletes. Every team needs a couple of them. Redland has Nick Diller and Antonelli and those guys. They play other sports. They just bring the toughness to the team, Greg, you know.
So we are ready to go. Second half of our doubleheader here on ABC 27. The Cedar Cliff girls winning the first game 47-32. And now it is time to play boys hoops. A lot of expectations this year for Redland. Cedar Cliff hanging right with them, more than hanging right with them. Both with just 2 losses this year. Cedar Cliff is in the home white. They'll be coming at us. There is the Golden Corral.
Well, what's interesting is Redland's used to these atmospheres. This is going to be interesting to see how Cedar Cliff responds to this kind of intensity and this kind of atmosphere. But Jimmy Rao is famous for getting teams ready for this kind of stuff.
Students all on their feet. First whistle of the game.
Well, this is common for boys games, boys basketball games. These refs like to set a tone early because it can get pretty physical if they don't. So I always expect a few fouls called early and quick.
Inside, first bucket belongs to Steve Zach.
Steve did a great job of not bringing the ball down. That's why he's headed to LaSalle. He knows how to keep that ball up high and use his height to his advantage. As soon as a big guy brings the ball down, you take away your height advantage.
Little push out front on the baseline.
And another thing these refs try to do, they try to show both ways. They try to set that tone both ways. Barry Shipley's been doing this a while, and these refs in Mid-Penn are trained to keep it even and keep it fair and start out setting the tone. They don't want this game to get out of control.
That is Scott Slayton, the Redland coach, as he's standing. I've said this before. I love it now the coaches can get off the bench. It's been a few years, but they've been able to do that for the last few years now. No seatbelt anymore.
I don't know if the refs like them walking up to them and getting in their ear, but maybe it works.
Nice pass. Missed underneath. Kelly couldn't get the rebound, but it was last touched by Redland.
Well, Kelly's not he's going about 6'1", but boy, he's a scrapper inside because he knows how, he's crafty, he knows how to use his body. He's got that toughness that comes with playing football. Redland's marking Logan Stump. They don't want to get him open. Logan's, like I said, he's a very good three-point shooter. Come on, they didn't play a lot of varsity last year. He's one of Coach Rao's, not surprises, but one of his players that just has boosted this team and taken it to another level this year.
Nice steal, Hopkins.
Well, to give the fans a little bit of an understanding of what's going on here, this is the style of basketball that Cedar Cliff decided to play in the second half against Susquehanna Township on Tuesday night, and it gave them a 13-point win against a very athletic team in Susquehanna Township. So they're starting out trying to start this first half just the way they ended against, and keep that momentum going the way they had it against Susquehanna.
Goes out of bounds, and it'll remain in Redland's possession. There's Jimmy Rao, coach of the Cedar Cliff Colts.
Well, and the thoughts behind this is if you can keep Redland, who has this huge size advantage, moving and having to dribble that ball the whole way up the court, it just reduces their opportunities.
Then Gary missed. Colts have the rebound. Stump.
I'll tell you what, Greg, I like to point out, Coach Rao has a guy named Mike Scheib on the sideline there assisting him. Mike Scheib was a Division III All-American several years in a row at Susquehanna University. He's done a great job helping Coach Rao give these kids confidence. Talking to him the other day about Logan Stump missing a couple shots, he just said, hey, Logan, keep shooting, bud. You're a shooter. And there's Mike, there's a guy, he never saw a shot he didn't like. He was an amazing scorer.
Missed it, got his own rebound, takes it again, got it. 6'9".
Well, and 6'9" and being recruited by a lot of very good schools. He works very hard.
No LaRue.
This is that home court advantage, baby. You take shots you normally don't have confidence to take when you're playing in your home gym. He slung that up there and it went in.
Colts by 1 early going. Traveling. Jimmy Rouse said, get your hands up, get your hands up. Paid off.
I'll tell you what, you got two coaches here. These guys are intense. I mean, Scott Slayton's had a lot of success. Jim's a legend. Jeez. And just the energy that they put into the game. It's going to be just entertaining just watching the sideline tonight.
Kelly. The joke. That's stumped.
That's a nice look. He's getting good looks early.
Diller, quick dish, baseline. Zingari's got 4.
Well, and Zingari's a lot like Danny June on the girls' side. He's 6'9". He's like he can play up pretty much, you know, not point. I wouldn't say he plays a point guard, but he's very versatile. He can play a lot of different positions. He can score from almost anywhere. 3-pointers. He can pretty much get it done from any spot on the court, and that makes any player that can do that's dangerous.
Almost halfway through this first quarter. The joke. Two quick 3-pointers by the Colts. Knocked out of bounds and a go back to Cedar Cliff.
Well, that's where, this is Greg, was where the 3-man crew comes in. You see these guys consulting each other. One thing I like about the Mid-Penn officials and one thing I like about the 3-man crew is they allow each other to overrule each other just to get it right for the kids and to create a fair game.
That's what happened right there. Dominic Antonelli into the game. He's number 4.
A lot of experience on this Redland team. Nick Diller starting since his sophomore year. Steve Zach, Mike Zingari since he's been a freshman.
Colts clear the board and run. Aru. Noel Aru.
Oh, and it's 10-6, and Cedar Cliff's making most of what they're throwing up here. Redland understands. They've been in battles. They're not going nowhere. It's going to be up to Redland to settle in, or Cedar Cliff to settle in and get some good interior shots. But at this point, Coach Rao's going to take it because his guys are playing off the emotion of this crowd. And they're pressuring that ball. They're starting from 84 feet and they're working backwards.
The junior Aru already has 6 points. And he's got 8, and Cedar Cliff wants timeout. So does Redland. Redland takes it. 13-6. Watch the Colts' momentum.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
Are colored copies really 10 cents?
Yeah, 10 cents.
It's easy. Call Fortney Printing. They punch in the order, copies get made, quickly put in boxes. Fortney Printing delivers on time.
Wow, only 10 cents.
Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney, been a wild start. 13-6. Colts with a home court advantage in the lead.
Cedar Cliff has a game plan to trap and run and jump and get Redland to take quick shots, and it's working. Nice block by Zach, but nice follow-up. Nice follow-up by Christo Majoke.
He's got 5, yeah.
These two guys are cousins, both from the Sudan.
Redland balls and Gary.
This is not what Coach Slayton wants. He wants them to get it over and get it out and set up a good possession, not to rush it.
Aru, he's got 11, and Redland wants another timeout. 2:30 left, first quarter. Cedar Cliff up 18-6.
Having been to Arlington Orthopedics several times over the past roughly 15 years, I have found them to be very caring.
For 15 or 20 years, I've dealt with sciatic nerve pain down both legs. Kind of figured I was going to have that all my life.
Because of crippling arthritis, I no longer could hold on to things.
We went through this disc fusion surgery. It's just changed my whole life.
The pain is virtually gone, and he fully expects me to return to 100%.
Borman & Babb Certified Public Accountants is a full-service accounting, tax, and consulting firm with over 17 years experience serving the central Pennsylvania region. From taxes to payroll, from corporate accounting to business consulting, let Borman & Babb help you achieve your financial success.
Cedar Cliff is going on a 12-4 run, and they're up 18-6. 2.5 left, and we're only in the first quarter.
Well, Redland's coming off a tough loss against Hershey, so anytime you come off a loss, you got to find a pick-me-up, and Cedar Cliff's riding the momentum of a big win over Susquehanna, so it's going to be interesting to see how Redland weathers this.
Well, Christo reached in there. And Redland gets it back. Dominic Antonelli, he's a freshman. Nick Diller down the baseline to Zach. Quick ball movement, looking for three, ran in and out. Colts got the rebound.
Oh, we saw Duke Antonelli hit about 5 threes last year in that Hershey Redland Mid-Penn Championship matchup. So we know what his brother can do.
First 2 points of the game for Tim Kelly.
Tim Kelly, I believe a great quarterback, Greg.
Didn't get the roll, and that time Zach did.
Well,
he's got
in this
4,
Cedar Cliff style, it's taken them a long time to get to the basket, which is clearly an advantage for Cedar Cliff to keep Redland away from their strong spot and their sweet spots.
Zengari got the defensive rebound.
Redland will definitely get back in this game if they settle down, but they won't if Cedar Cliff keeps hitting shots.
Oh, there's Antonelli.
Well, and he's a tough kid. He's done this before. These guys this is the returning championship team from last year in the Mid-Penn Keystone. I believe they shared that with Hershey last year in the regular season.
Cut the lead to 9, under a minute left, first quarter. Stump. His first 2 points.
Well, and he was keyed on early with the shots, got a good couple open looks, but that is what Coach Rao, Coach Scheib, and the coaching staff want him to do. They said not to see himself as just a three-point shooter, but to get some easy looks and take pressure off of that three-point shooting game.
It's like Kelly reached in.
Well, how tough is Tim Kelly? 6'1", guarding, well, the Patriot News calls him 7 foot. I call him 6'10", but guarding Steve Zach, no, nonetheless, that's about a 9-inch difference there.
We'll watch reaching in there real quick. One for the basketball. Redland gets it back. 30 seconds left, first quarter. Antonelli threw it away. It's Cedar Cliff ball. And Billy Wilt comes back in for Redland, replacing Antonelli.
On Matt Acevedo for Cedar Cliff's in game number 20. This is a young man that was starting early in the year, and the Coach Rao and the coaching staff felt like his best way to help the team is to be on the wing, and he might be one of the best ball players on the court coming off the bench. But Coach Rao and feel like they can get the most out of Matt Acevedo coming off the bench.
Kelly's shot was blocked, and Redland thought it was their ball. Scott Slayton is pleading his case. Seconds left. Kelly tries to spin, looking for the shot. End of a wild first quarter. Cedar Cliff, home court advantage. They've got it on the scoreboard as well. 22-11. At the end of one, you're watching high school basketball live on ABC 27, presented by Arlington Orthopedics.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
We make car buying simple by knocking down all the hurdles we can. We do what you expect, what's logical, or just plain right. For instance, the live market-driven prices we offer up front are the same everywhere you may choose to shop. Our prices are the same on the internet, by phone, or in the showroom. That's how it should be.
Experience car buying made simple at Bobby Ray Hall on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg.
To play at a championship level requires a level of discipline few ever achieve. You prepare, you focus, and make a commitment to excellence. That's Hoffman Ford, #1 in sales and in service. Because the customer is #1. Choose from over 400 vehicles in stock. Plus, we're your Roush performance dealer. Bigger selection, better deals. Hoffman Ford.
Look at the Redland Red Sea. Trying to get his team back into the game. Their team back into the game.
You know, well, Cedar Cliff's at an 88-point pace here and against an experienced Redland team. I don't think Redland's going to give up some of these baskets, but Redland's going to have to definitely settle in and get them in a half-court game, and Cedar Cliff's going to have to keep making shots for sure.
Cedar Cliff has forced 5 Redland turnovers. 8 of 13 from two-point land, 2 of 4 from the threes for the Colts. Cedar Cliff slowing it down here, first 30 seconds of the second quarter.
They got Majoke and Aru out of the game, giving them a break. And they were a big part of that first quarter.
Hopkins has a shot blocked. Those big guys underneath. Now they're coming right back in. Watch the block, baseline. Clean block by Steve Zach.
That was like blocking a Nerf hoop or something. You know?
Aru. Matt Acevedo into the game now. He's number 20. Joking traffic.
Yeah, talking to Coach Rao, they definitely feel like they're going to be a better basketball team as Matt Acevedo gets comfortable in this Cedar Cliff lineup. He's got a lot of potential. Boy, there's Diller. Again, these guys have been around the block here. They're not going nowhere.
Matching threes. Big rebound for the Patriots. Antonelli got it, and a whistle. You know, we don't notice it as much back here, but it's as hot in this gym because of all the people. I mean, it's a natural tendency. I mean, they're working here, kids. Not as hot as it used to be, though. I would not really say it's hot. It's just a lot of people in here. But you remember the old days, Harrisburg?
Oh, man.
Man, that was like a sweat box in there back in the old gym.
Well, most of the gyms are all equipped with air conditioning now.
Yeah.
The ventilation's better.
Yeah.
Mike Zingari did a good job keeping that ball up high. He wanted the and one, but the officials thought that it happened beforehand. We'll see. I'll tell you what, that's an and one in my book.
Diller, corner from the three-point land. Antonelli.
Boy, that looked nice. Set up really nice for that shot. Now Redland's going to put a little pressure with that extended 2-3 zone. Keeping an eye on Aru running baseline. Cedar Cliff spreading him out a little bit.
Kelly. Cedar Cliff wants a timeout. 5:45 left, first half, 22-17 Colts.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
Knoll Insurance, located at 704 Bridge Street in New Cumberland. They offer property, casualty, auto, homeowners, health, and life insurance. Knoll Insurance also offers notary services. Call Knoll Insurance today at 774-8128.
Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney back with you. 22-17. Early second quarter, and in a quarter where Redland's going on a 6-0 run to start it.
It's going to be interesting to see if Cedar Cliff goes back to that full court pressure, because that's basically that's the biggest thing that gave them an advantage to get those easy baskets, was that full court pressure. And Antonelli playing against Antonelli doing a good job of marking Logan Stump. That was a big emphasis for Scott Slayton coming to this game, making sure they knew where Stump was going. And then Aru has stepped up tonight to fill in from that three-point line for Logan. I guess when you're good friends, you. Nice rebound.
Stump.
And that's not what Coach Slayton wanted to happen. Just when he was getting some momentum back. This half-court defense, though. See, it's allowing Redland to set up shop here. That full-court pressure was just, it had Redland guessing. I'd look for them to go back to that full-court pressure here soon.
Zach has 6. Lead is down to 6.
Stump has, yeah, they're looking for a, looking to try to get the mismatch here. He's got Antonelli on him. Big size disadvantage. He's got to be patient against his zone.
Kelly. Cedar Cliff being patient. We approach the halfway point of the second quarter. Kicked around. It'll stay with the Colts. Adam Brenneman's now in.
Adam is a stud football player. This young man has got a lot of potential. He knows how to throw his weight around. You know, sophomore, 6'4", put together.
Look at Kelly. Nice patience waiting for the big guys to jump.
Now he read the scouting report, that's for sure.
Redland trailing by 8 with the basketball. Antonelli, tie posted Zach. He's got 8.
Well, LaSalle is going to like that, having a guy around the basket that can do the jump hook. That's for sure. Coach Rao's doing a good job of allowing nice shot by Stump.
Yeah, he's got 7.
Well, and that was with a hand in the face by Zangari. He was contested. Did a good job of making that shot.
Working the baseline, looks like Kelly might have gotten caught for
Coach Rao could be thinking, you know, this is a long game. I'm going to pick my spots to press, and if I can settle in and get settled in a little half court, then maybe I can go back to some pressing later. You know, that could be what he's doing. It seems to be working right now. at least the offense, they're able to hold serve on offense and get some nice opportunities here behind Logan Stump here in the second quarter.
Zach missed whistle. Coming over the back. Colts will bring it back down. Cedar Cliff 4 of 7 on three-pointers. They've got 12 points off three-point shots. It would have been a fast-paced, great game. Cedar Cliff, Redland, great rivals. Glad you're with us tonight here on ABC 27. Here's a Rue, baseline.
He looks really good tonight, pumping on all cylinders, hitting the three, hitting the pull-up. I naturally saw the two-handed dunk earlier. He's playing in all facets of the game. What a conference this is shaping up to be, Greg. I mean, you got the two teams right here. They're put together, and you have Hershey sitting at home saying, I beat both of them. I mean, of course, it's not over yet, but geez. And then Susquehanna Township and their talent behind A.J. Dean. Boy, this conference or this division could be a toss-up.
Coming up to 2 minutes left, first half. Stay with us at halftime. We got a fun shootout for you to see. Our Arlington Orthopedic halftime shootout. Here's a Rue. Nice dish. Nice block. Patriots run.
Well, Mike's and Gary's block there, that was like the Bill Russell block where you don't block it out of bounds, you block it for a fast break, and that's how you want to do it. Surprised Redland's just scoring with the high-low the whole time. And I mean, early in the games, and Gary was getting some nice 14, 15-foot looks. Now that's working for him. Maybe just to spread it out a little bit.
He's got 6, lead is down to 7. Rue kicks it back out, coming up to a minute.
Cedar Cliff doesn't necessarily need the last shot here. I think Coach Rao, he wants a good shot. He wants to end with getting either a layup. Coaches are like, I want a layup, okay, or I want the last shot. It's one or the other. I'm not arguing with Coach Rao. He's been doing it a lot longer than me.
Kelly, 40 left. Will Hopkins in traffic has his shot blocked.
Well, and that might look attractive against most teams, but that gap closes pretty quickly when you got 6-foot, 10-inch arms stretched out there. I think Zach blocked that shot. He started with the foul line.
He turns around and capitalizes on the other end to cut it to 5.
Well, and that's not what Coach Rao wanted. He wanted to end with the upper hand there. See what they do. Acevedo's a great one-on-one player. He may just go one-on-one to finish this.
Doesn't fall, end of the half. 32-27 Colts. Charlie and I will be back with our halftime shootout. You're watching high school basketball live on ABC 27, presented by Arlington Orthopedics.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
Having been to Arlington Orthopedics several times over the past roughly 15 years, I have found them to be very caring.
For 15 or 20 years, I've dealt with sciatic nerve pain down both legs. Kind of figured I was going to have that all my life.
Because of crippling arthritis, I no longer could hold on to things.
We went through this disc fusion surgery. It's just changed my whole life.
The pain is virtually gone, and he fully expects me to return to 100%.
Ryan and Todd from Hoffman Ford.
Harrisburg's largest volume and only Ford dealer. What does Hoffman Ford mean to you?
Respect, outstanding customer service,
honest communication, superior sales and service staff. Did you know that we're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week?
Check us out at hoffmanford.com.
Check out our new and used inventory, look for service specials, make appointments, get a quote, and even apply for credit.
That's right, just another reason why Hoffman Ford is Harrisburg's most powerful name in Fords.
All right, welcome back live here on ABC 27, part of our Arlington Orthopedic Shootout. Dr. Eric Kutz from Arlington Orthopedics is with us. Charlie Fortney, we got our weekly shootout. So here we go. Explain the rules briefly and tell us who's up first.
Well, the first person to shoot the NBA three-point shot representing Arlington Orthopedics would be Cedar Cliff's junior ROTC cadet, Cameron Boisvert. Give him a hand.
Close.
Okay, Cameron. Okay, representing Select Physical Therapy is Cedar Cliff Junior ROTC cadet Colin Toms. Come on, Colin, let's get it in there. Oh, okay, that was close. Okay, representing Penn National Insurance, Cedar Cliff Junior ROTC cadet Thomas Lamb.
Nice form.
Okay, that had a little bit of touch to it. Okay, representing Huffman Ford is Cedar Cliff Junior ROTC cadet Johnny Gell. That sounds like a basketball player. Oh, man, we got a lot of close ones here tonight, Greg. Okay, and representing Pizza Hut is a Redland golfer. Hold on, let's get it up for Redland golfer Alex Joint. Oh, man.
One more.
Okay. Okay, representing Advanced Hoops is Redland football player Jeff Scarzamazi.
Oh, that was as close as we've gotten.
Okay, you guys need to come on over here because you're not going away empty-handed. All of you can share a Pizza Hut pizza in the lobby. You also get a free High School Basketball Live t-shirt. Guys, come on over here. You also get a Faulkner 5 Toyota card for your efforts. Everybody, let's give them a great round of applause. Good job, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thanks to Buddy of the Shootout. All right, Dr. Kutz, let's talk a little bit about, we talked about the ankle injuries earlier. We didn't talk about knee injuries, and that's certainly another big part of your practice.
Absolutely. Knee injuries are certainly a big part of our practice, and with the right treatment and the right care, we can have you back in the game in no time.
All right, so we'll talk more about that. Here is Charlie with Dr. Kutz with our Arlington Orthopedics up close and personal.
Welcome to Up Close and Personal with Arlington Orthopedic. I'm Charlie Fortney and I'm your host. Today we have Dr. Eric Kutz educating us on the meniscus and knee replacements. Talk about the sensitivity of the knee, the anatomy of the knee. Help us get a feel for that.
Well, the knee is is a very resilient joint, but it can be prone to injury. Inside the knee, you have two little shock absorbers, C-shaped shock absorbers, and those shock absorbers are called the meniscus. And they can also act as a secondary stabilizer to the knee.
Are some people just more genetically gifted and have stronger knees than others, or are you finding that this is good luck, bad luck?
Most of the time it is just a wrong place at the wrong time, whether it be on the field or at home. And there really isn't a predisposition to injury to the meniscus.
Dr. Kutz, when anti-inflammatory or activity modifications don't work for the meniscus, what's the next step?
Well, the next step would be to consider
an arthroscopy or a knee scope. Arthroscopy is an outpatient procedure in which we make generally 2 small holes on the front of the knee, and we place a small camera inside the knee, and it allows us to look throughout the knee. We can visualize that meniscus tear, and typically that tear can either be repaired or trimmed away.
Knee replacements are definitely the last resort. Talk about what goes into making that decision to actually have to get to that point.
Over time, if that meniscus is removed, in cases where that tear is not repairable, the person can be at risk for developing arthritis in their knee. Arthritis is then generally treated conservatively to a point where those conservative measures don't work anymore. And in that case, we talk about knee replacement. Well, knee replacement has become extremely common. And I tell all my patients that that knee replacement is meant to make things better for you, not worse. And typically, once you've recovered, you're able to do things that you haven't been able to do in quite some time. And there have been several advancements in knee replacements of late over the past several years to improve both the function and longevity of that replacement.
Thank you for watching Up Close and Personal with Arlington Orthopedic. To see the full interview of Dr. Eric Kutz, go to advancedhoops.com.
To be sure. Faulkner Toyota on Paxton Street across from the Harrisburg Mall invites you to check out our extensive assortment of new and used vehicles. Consider the excitement of driving the RAV4 or the functionality of our top-rated Sienna minivan. Test drive the super fuel-efficient Prius hybrid along with our Camrys, Corollas, Tacoma pickups, as well as a full selection of Scions. You'll find security, design, comfort, and a price that will fit your own lifestyle. Call or visit us at faulknertoyota.net.
What game will you bring? Your B game or C? Tomorrow's performance depends on today's recovery. Rebuild. Recharge. Reclaim your A game. Regen, intelligent recovery.
Fortney Construction is on the move, building additions, renovations, and Pella certified for window and door replacements with a quality of work that the customer can count on. Call today. Ask about solar and energy solutions, as well as our solar module installation. You can save money on electric, and the electric company will send you cash for the solar energy your panels generate.
Integrity, reliability, and experience is what Fortney Construction's all about, and it's a great name.
At Lou Panetti, Rogliano, and Hockenberry Family Dentistry, you will receive patient care with a smile, along with comprehensive dental treatment and technologically advanced equipment to meet all your family needs.
I think what you'll find here, if you look around the office, is a very, very comfortable atmosphere.
The quality of care that the doctors give to our patients is absolutely phenomenal.
Our service provides a gentle approach from doctors who care.
Turner Kia in Harrisburg has your family covered. Need room to transport the kids? Check out the all-new Kia Sorento or Sedona van. The reliable and affordable Kia Soul and Forte are perfect for college students. And Turner Kia has an incredible selection of certified used vehicles for drivers of all ages. All new and certified used Kias come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And with Turner's exclusive TLC, you know you'll be taken care of. As Albert says, Turner is the smart choice for your next vehicle. Turner Kia, Chambers Hill Road, Harrisburg.
Look at the Redland Red Sea. A lot to cheer about in this first half. Here we go, second half, and what has been a great basketball game. Greg Mays, Charlie Fortney, live on ABC 27. Our Advanced Hoops high school basketball game live, sponsored by Arlington Orthopedics. Not the start Redland wanted. So Tim Kelly will trigger in. Redland with some momentum that second quarter. Stump inside.
Wow, nice penetration by Logan Stump. He's starting to mature now. He's starting to not just rely on that outside shot. He's actually using that attention on him to now draw players, and that's exactly what Coach Roundham had been working with him on, is trying to balance out that game.
Antonelli.
This is a challenge for Cedar Cliff defensively, because not only you got to worry about the double dump down with the two big guys, now you got guys that can shoot the ball in the perimeter, and Antonelli and Diller. There's not a bad shot out there.
Oh, hit him on the way up. Take a look at the first half statistics. Colts 10 of 20 from the field, 9 of 15 for the Patriots.
Well,
no turnovers for the Colts.
But that's interesting. The pace, Cedar Cliff shot less percentage at 50%, and Redland just didn't get as many opportunities. It just goes to show you, it's all about how many opportunities you get.
Quick bucket for Redland. Zach's got 14. Lead us down to 5. Stump's long one missed, and Zach got the rebound. Not before Kelly took it away, and Zach got it right back.
Well, you know, Kelly's 6'1". He's only going to get one shot at that under the basket. It's not like he's getting another chance. Steve's like, you fooled me once, you're not fooling me twice.
Redland down 5 with the basketball. Said Gary, big block.
Oh, a lot of grabbing going on down there. Great rotation by Christo Majoke. You know, there's 4 Cedar Cliff defenders on Zingari as he's going up for that shot.
Down low, Zach. Low LaRue jump. Temper's a little hot.
You know, this is what Coach Slayton doesn't like here. He's been, and he has a legitimate gripe. He just, I mean, Steve Zach can't be blamed for being 6'10" tall. He just caught the basketball and he's over the guy. It's one thing to be on somebody's back, but when you're just over the back because you're taller, that's another story. So I think the big guy should get a little more credit there on those.
Kelly, Will Hopkins, Noah LaRue is 25. Crystal Majoke in the paint, cross-court pass, Stump. Nice block again. It's Redland basketball.
Well, that's just good play the whole way around. A great attack in the basket by Stump. Went for the dunk, but just great defensive play. Way to scrap. It's good basketball both ways.
Coming up on 5.5, third quarter. Redland with the basketball. They're down 5 still. And a jump. Good play by Christo Majoke. And he got possession of the basketball because of it.
Cedar Cliff's going to that half-court trap. We saw in the first quarter. They were full court trap, full court pressure. I am surprised, Greg, that they have not gone back that. I mean, that was, they scored 22 points in 8 minutes. They've scored 12 since.
Redland, possession. Here's Nick Diller. First turnover for Cedar Cliff in the game. And Redland calls timeout. 5:29 left, third quarter. Cedar Cliff by 5.
AAU spring basketball with advanced hoops. 21 teams last year, featuring the top boys basketball players from all over the region. Advanced Hoops AAU features 10 to 11 player rosters, guarantees playing time, all man-to-man style play, and every player gets professional skill training along with top quality AAU tournaments. Advanced Hoops has helped over 25 high school athletes get scholarships over the last 2 years. Amazing results. I call this AAU with the follow-through.
Look at the Cedar Cliff huddle. Coach Jim Rao, 34-29.
Well, that's an interesting stat. You know, it's 1 turnover for Cedar Cliff. I guess Redlands, you know, they're content with staying in front and then using the bigs to block on the back end of things. style works for him for sure, but it is, you know, Jimmy Rao has to be happy with only having 1 turnover to this point. But to only be up 5 and only have 1 turnover, Cedar Cliff's going to have to put the pressure up on defense here. They're definitely changing things up a little bit.
Rebound underneath.
See, that
foul was good. Yep.
Well, that height's going to catch up to you when you settle down. I mean, when you play that half-court game, it's going to catch up, and these guys are going to be a lot big. They're going to be as big as they are in the half-court game.
What a move by Kelly underneath. He's got 6. They answer right back.
Wow, he's crafty around the hoop.
Big guys for Redland. Antonelli lets it fly.
Well, those brothers are rebounding for each other in the summer, that's for sure.
Zangari waits.
Wow, Mike's so elusive, so crafty.
Lead down to 3. Zangari's got 10.
It's a quiet 10, but that's what happens when you play the way he plays. It's just he takes advantage of those open opportunities. Boy, the joke's not going off either.
He's got 9. Answering basket for basket here. Zach didn't get a second shot.
Well, they gave Zach a little bit of freedom on that one. Could have been a charge, but a no call.
Aru.
Boy, I don't know what Noel ate before the game, but this is the best I've seen him play, and I'm sure Coach Rao's happy that he brought his A game tonight.
He's got 15 in the steal and a whistle. That's against Majoke. Let's reach it in there. Inside. Zach gets the points. He's got 16.
Well, on like I said, 6'10 against 6'1, it's going to happen. You just gotta outshoot him, outscore him, and you're not going to be able to stop that often when you look at this size disadvantage. Cedar Cliff's just going to have to keep him in transition, keep him guessing. It's going to be interesting to see as this half develops. Cedar Cliff keeps playing a half-court game alongside them if Redland's going to start to get more and more comfortable, because they love the half-court set.
Now Majoke now on the bench with 4 fouls. Colts with the basketball, up 5. Tried to make it 8. Redland rebound. Zangari. We don't see that very often.
Oh, I like this. Looks like the ball got, yeah, okay. Looks like Mike took off from a little too far out. I watched Julius Irving when I was a kid, and he took out from anywhere, but not everybody can do that.
So the Colts get the break and the basketball.
I don't think he realized where he was when he took off for that one.
Acevedo will back it out.
No middle presence. Okay, there's Kelly flashing in the middle. Cedar Cliff's doing a good job of rotating their shooters.
Boy, Acevedo did a nice job of getting the ball back. Now it's loose. Everybody's scrapping.
There's Cedar Cliff very scrappy.
Gonna call a jump. Yep. Boy, but Acevedo did a nice job of getting the basketball back.
Oh, he's quick. Yeah, they're not going to wait too long to bring Steve Zach back in the game here.
A little pressure back now by Cedar Cliff.
I'll tell you what, Mike Zangary's going to miss his counterpart, Zach. It's been a luxury having the big guy alongside of him. Definitely going to miss him next year. These guys have been doing this for 3 years together now.
And you can vote for your Borman and Babb Certified Public Accountant Player of the Game. You go to advancedhoops.com and log on and click on live TV games, and you can fill out the form. Boy, I don't think we can make a pick just yet.
Well, our opinion is one thing, but we respect whoever's at home, their opinion. We want to see what they think about Player of the Game. So we're curious to see what they think. We are going to post that on the website.
Then Gary blocked on the way up, but it's a foul against Stump. Watch him again as he goes up. Oh, got the forearm right there. Zengari will go to the line. Boy, the fans are right on top of you here. Right on top of you.
Well, they're literally right on top of us. If you're at home watching, you just saw that crowd. We're right under those guys. I'm going to have a headache tonight, tomorrow, the next day.
Ears are ringing if you came to this game tonight. Zengari's got 11.
You know, Greg, we've been watching Redland on these broadcasts for the last 2 years, and Cedar Cliff's playing a tremendous ball game right now, but this pace right now is a very comfortable Redland pace. And Cedar Cliff, especially with Majoke having 4 fouls, they're going to have to weather this and keep finding offense against that zone.
First free throw point of the game for Redland, and they want to take a timeout. Well, if you're interested in some lessons and maybe building your game, you got a young person at home, no matter what the age, Charlie, and you're looking for that extra edge, Advanced Hoops, you guys can give it to them.
Yeah, I'm going to sign up for that. Oh, that's right.
You run it, right.
You know what? The one thing we're doing to AAU, we're helping form AAU teams to help give kids a chance to not only work on their skills and get professional skill training, but the opportunity to also get out and play in some tournaments. And several of these guys on the court here, and Gary, Stump, and a lot of these guys we've had a chance to take out and play in front of college coaches. And we'll be doing that again this year with our showcase program. But definitely we have a spot for everybody.
And our next game coming up is another doubleheader. McDevitt and East Pennsboro next Wednesday. If you enjoy that one, we got another great one coming up. 2 great programs, some great teams. McDevitt, East Pennsboro, boys-girls doubleheader, 6:30. Here we go, final 138. Redland has only committed 4 fouls this entire game.
Well, you don't have to foul, Greg, when you're taller than them and you can just block their shot or stand there. There's a little bit of truth to that. They play more. It doesn't make sense to them for them to be so in your face that players go around them when they got the luxury of the height on the back end to protect, not bad defense, but protect any defense that's maybe a miscue.
All right, they're going to overrule. That's a good call there by the officials. One saw it better than the other.
Well, and that's the benefit of 3-man crew. They're allowed to come over here, talk about it, and overrule each other.
Well, it definitely looked like it was last touched by Redland. There's a lot of perspiration on the floor they've been mopping up. That was a good call. So, 40-36. Now, they don't have the benefit of replay, and you wouldn't even do that anyway.
Well, you might not see that on TV right now, but Scott Slayton is really working the officials, and that's what you do. I mean, he's going to work it for everything he can because he doesn't want the call now. He wants it like with a minute to go in the game, and he's hoping these guys will feel like they owe him one. But I do know, these mid-pen officials don't buy into that. These guys are trained to just call fair game, but coaches still think a certain way, that's for sure.
Quick steal, Antonelli. Redland basketball, they're down by 4. Closing minute, 3rd quarter. Diller, they'll back it out. Who's got the basketball? Acevedo on the break.
Well, I think I know who I might be voting for player of the game if this keeps up. Noel Aru has just been everywhere tonight. His energy the Energizer Bunny, he has not
I don't know if he has slowed down yet on either end of the ball.
Steve Zach is not slowing down. He's got 18. Almost matched. One more try by Acevedo. Doesn't go. What a third quarter, and we're in for a great finish. Cedar Cliff 42, Redland 38. You are watching High School Basketball Live on ABC 27, presented by Arlington Orthopedics.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
Having been to Arlington Orthopedics several times over the past roughly 15 years, I have found them to be very caring.
For 15 or 20 years, I've dealt with sciatic nerve pain down both legs. Kind of figured I was going to have that all my life.
Because of crippling arthritis, I no longer could hold on to things.
We went through this disc fusion surgery. It's just changed my whole life.
The pain is virtually gone, and he fully expects me to return to 100%.
Second dunk of the game for Nola Rue. He's got 17 points. And here we go with the fourth quarter.
Now Redland in that extended 3-2 zone. Making Cedar Cliff work for every possession.
Tim Kelly got a block against him.
You know, in Redland, I mean, this is 42-48. I mean, that first quarter was 22 to 11, you know. This half-court game, I mean, I can't help but think it favors Redland.
Acevedo.
Well, it doesn't when you got penetration like that from your guard. I give Matt a lot of credit. And the thought behind having Acevedo on that wing is they feel like having him at the point, he was more of a two-guard in his mindset. So they figured, hey, let's stop fighting and let's put this kid on the wing and let him be like a setup guy, setup guy from the wing, then also make something happen. And there he did right there.
Kelly back outside, stump. Redland clears the boards. Live, jam-packed gym, Cedar Cliff High School. One of the best games of the year. We expected it, and we are getting it. Live here on ABC 27 tonight. Greg Mays, Charlie Fortney. Fourth quarter.
You would think that Redland would make the high post pass because it's not like anybody's going to steal the ball from Zingari or Zach if you throw it up high. That bounce pad, to me, it isn't even necessary.
Didn't fall. Tip didn't go either. Kelly got the rebound between the tall guys. Missed the three. A lot of trapping in the back. Redland calls timeout.
Well, every possession counts. It's exactly why they're calling it. They don't necessarily want to, go down 8 here. 6 minutes, 30 seconds game. At the pace of this game, 6 points is almost like 12 at this kind of pace. But I'll tell you what, we haven't heard from Antonelli in a while or Diller. These guys can light it up, and these guys can hit shots when they count. So I wouldn't be surprised if one of these guys get it going.
It's interesting to watch the way they develop the big guys here inside, because you're looking at Zach, he's got 18s, and Gary's got 11. But what a great performance from Noel Rue. We talked about Tim Kelly. He's only got 6 points. Here's one of the top scorers in the area. He's got 6 points. Still doing a lot of little things, but that says a lot for the Cedar Cliff balance.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and Tim just amazes me. You look at him, he's like, I mean, I don't even know if he's 6'1", but he is just so crafty, reverse layups. I mean, he's going up against Steve Zach, giving him fits, having not only getting rebounds around him and hands on balls and stealing balls. I mean, what amazing. You know, here's a stat, yeah.
From three-point attempts, Cedar Cliff's 0 of 3, Redland 0 of 5 in the second half.
Well, this game is an emotional game. There's a lot going on here. I mean, that points to that there's a lot being taken out of these guys. But mark my words, Greg, you know, three-point shots aren't over. I mean, it's probably going to be one of those that makes a difference here sooner or later. Now, Cedar Cliff in that full court transition. This is a good place for them to be in right now. Because a lot of these guys for Redland have logged a lot of minutes, and to be stepping up that full court pressure, I'm all for that right now from that side of the ball.
Antonelli.
Now, we just said it about the three-point shots, but I'll tell you what, you don't give Antonelli 4 or 5 feet. He looked him off with a jab, and if you're at home, kids, and you're watching, Antonelli executed that jab perfectly to get himself open for the three-point shot.
Well, the attempted layup there by Aru went off the top of the backboard. So now Redland, with their first chance to tie or pull to within 1 in quite a while.
Well, and that's the day, you know, when you pressure full court, you don't stop the pressure when you come to the half court. Because, I mean, like you said, you're not going to keep good shooters down too long, and Antonelli was bound to hit one.
More backcourt pressure. Inside, a whistle and a foul before he ever took the shot. Will go against Stump. Boy, you're right. It's fun watching the coaches. Jimmy Rao's shirt is soaked, and Slayton has been up off the bench.
Well, that's 3 fouls on Stump, and there's Aru who can't foul because he has 4, allowing Mike Zingari to get a touch shot. This is a 1-point ball game.
Zingari's got 13.
This is a growing up game for Cedar Cliff. This is a young team. They have not been in this position before, or they've been in a position, but they haven't been in as many big games as Redland.
Stump has his shot blocked out of bounds, goes back to Cedar Cliff.
Boy, the Red Sea's getting into it over there, pumping their team up. Steve Zach gets criticized a lot for his emotions, but I'll tell you what, he definitely put some energy into the ball game, and he did right there. He's trying to pump his team up.
Underneath, nice play by Majoke.
I'll tell you what, Majoke's done a good job of. He's starting to learn to use that body better. Not a big frame, very skinny, very lanky, but he did a great job using his body there to give his team a 3-point lead.
Diller. Redland down by 3.
Man, this is Nick Diller time, you know? I didn't say, oh, there's
Acevedo.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what, it's Acevedo time, baby.
He's made a couple of great plays in this second half.
Well, and he's fallen into a role that the coaches are really liking. I had a good talk with Matt before the game. He's a great kid. Oh, here we go. It's Diller time. Oh, geez.
Didn't go.
That's usually when he makes a difference in a game, too.
Acevedo again. He's been hot. Oh, Kelly went up.
You know, I think that's on Zach, I think. Kelly, man, wow. He's giving Steve Zach, all 6'10" of them, some fits. Wow.
4:19 left. In regulation, 48-43, Cedar Cliff.
You know, one of the things that, talking to coaching staff at Cedar Cliff about, they feel like if the better Matt Acevedo gets for this team, the better this team can become, because, you know, he has a lot of ability and has yet to plug in everything he can offer this team. And we're starting to see signs of this tonight. Had a very good second half against Susquehanna the other night as well. Again, Greg, look for Diller. Look for Diller to step up for Redland here soon. He's been doing this a while.
A foul before Zangari ever went up. So Redland retains possession. Steve Zach, Antonelli, Back in the corner, they're looking low, but the Colts get the steal, and there's Acevedo with a quick hands to Kelly. Didn't go. They got possession, and Majoke got it to fall.
That was a great pass by Matt Acevedo. And that's what coaches are looking for. He's such a scoring-minded guard to set people up. He's playing point guard from the 2 spot.
And another turnover by Redland, and here is Hopkins. Well, 2 quick possessions for Cedar Cliff could result in a quick 4 points.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it's happening with steals. It's happening with pressure. Not a nice pass.
And Will Hopkins will go to the line, the sophomore guard.
Yeah, even though Noah Rue has had a tremendous game, and I think he's my pick for player of the game at this point for Cedar Cliff. It's been such a team effort. Coach Rao has to be proud of that right now.
Rue has 17, Majoke 13, Stump with 7, Kelly's got 6, Acevedo 4. Hopkins looking for his 3rd point.
Well, the Cousins from Sudan are leading their team in scoring.
Pressure by Cedar Cliff. Quick hand by Will Hopkins.
You know, they're at their Cedar Cliff. I mean, this week has been a statement to the Keystone Division where Cedar Cliff has discovered who they are. They are a transition basketball team, so it's time to readjust the scouting report, ladies and gentlemen, because this team in that first quarter is 22-11. In this 4th quarter, they start putting up the pressure. It's a whole new ball game.
Big time block. Christo Majoke, and the Golden Corral is loving it.
You know, Coach Slayton doesn't stop coaching. Well, you gotta love that. The Golden Corral, they like a ball served back to them every now and then. Something to chew on over there.
Little dinner time.
Look at this. Kelly at 6'1", guarding Steve Zach.
51-43. Late 4th quarter, you're watching high school basketball live on ABC 27.
Advanced Hoops congratulates Redland's Mike Zangari for leading first-place Redland Patriots and scoring 21 points per game. Mike's attention to detail has made him a versatile 6'9" forward. A big congratulations to Lady Patriots senior standout Kaylee Borman for committing to Eastern University and combining with sophomore standout Danny June to lead their team in scoring and earning a grade point average of 3.9. Mike, Kaylee, and Danny are tonight's Select Medical Student Athlete Spotlight.
Hank and Jim of Weaver Financial Services have been serving families and businesses in central Pennsylvania for the past 40 years. Life insurance, financial services, and products, call Hank or Jim. They're the nicest guys around.
Jimmy Rao, Cedar Cliff with a 51-43 lead. Redland has never had the lead in this game.
And just when you thought Redland was in their comfort zone in a half-court game, Cedar Cliff went ahead, turned on the dial, and said, hey, we're going back to what we did in the first quarter.
Redland basketball.
There's Antonelli. Boy, that's a rainbow.
Rebound comes to Will Hopkins.
He has a beautiful looking shot. When it goes in, it's like, it comes like from heaven or something. That shot.
Hopkins found the lane and gets hammered on the way up.
Well, you know, and Coach, you know, they made a great decision here, I think, bringing Hopkins, as the regular starter at the point, because, he gets the job done there with the penetration. And also put Matt Acevedo in his more comfortable role as like a combo guard off the bench.
2:40 left.
Boy, Hopkins you can tell he's favoring that hip a little there. He took a heck of a spill there.
6-foot sophomore going in between the big guys of Redland. So Will Hopkins, he's got 3 looking to add to that point total, and the Cedar Cliff lead a chance to give them a 10-point advantage.
These are some big foul shots here. To keep the momentum going for Cedar Cliff. Even if you get one here, just kind of keeps it going a little. Because Redland, they know how to get back in a game, and they don't ever panic.
He's got 4, and the lead is back to 9. Well, they keep playing this pressure defense.
Well, and they're making, yeah. You can't score if you're dribbling it up to court, trying to, you know.
Look at Acevedo again.
And one.
Matt Acevedo has been a spark plug.
Wow, and I tell you what, sometimes players don't understand when coaches make decisions. Pulling Matt Acevedo out of the starting lineup was a tough job for Coach Rao because of how talented this young man is, but he's found his niche on this team, and he's going to score more points, do more good for this team in this role. Whether he stays a star or not, being on that wing is where he belongs.
Look at him, a joke with a block. Now they can be a little bit patient. Got a 9-point lead and time on their side.
Yeah, well, actually, it's up. Yeah. It's happening so quick, it's 11.
Yeah, you're right. It's an 11-point lead.
I did bring my glasses today.
That's okay. I told you I wasn't good at math.
Well, here's Matt again on the line. Geez, if there's a second half player of the game, I'd say it's Matt Acevedo.
Absolutely. And now the lead is 12.
Well, you know, I mentioned earlier that the area has just found out that Cedar Cliff, or the division has just found out Cedar Cliff is an up-tempo style basketball team, or better in that style. But I think the area has, because, you know, the Keystone Division, with the Mid-Penn tournament, everybody crosses over, and then in the districts, they're all going to cross over. So these teams are going to see each other down the road, all the teams in the area.
So Redland comes back down to the other end.
Cedar Cliff used to being in that Mid-Penn division. Now they're in the Mid-Penn Keystone division. And with this Keystone division being as good as it is, yeah, they certainly didn't take a step down, that's for sure.
That's a big rebound by Antonelli. Look at Kelly on the floor. Tried to call a timeout, but they're going to call it a jump before he called timeout, I believe. All right, Dominic Antonelli back into the game for Redland. Now watch it again as it goes to the floor. Kelly's all over it, and Redland tries to call a timeout, but it's possession arrow Redland, so it turned out okay for them. Diller, Zengari, big bucket, 3 for Zengari.
Well, it's not often you see somebody 6'8", 6'9", shooting from that far behind the line, but he's just trying to will his team back in it. Might be a little bit too late here at this point.
Foul out front.
I'm surprised Diller didn't take that open look there. That's not, I don't know if he has an aggravated injury or something. He just usually competes in these situations. And that's, I don't see him doing that right now, like his MO states.
14 from a joke.
Well, Cedar Cliff can seal the deal here from the foul line.
And the joke gets his 15th point. Colts are 6 of 13 from the line. 1:29 left. Cedar Cliff up 58-46.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
Well, some discouraged Redland fans. The Cedar Cliff fans have had plenty to cheer about. 58-46. There's a look at the Golden Corral, who've been very happy. Some creative chants here tonight at our high school basketball live here on ABC 27.
You know, Greg, we're not talking about this, but this is the first time in several years that Cedar Cliff is going to win this matchup, this rivalry. It's like CD breaking the CD string of I believe it was 10 or 11-0. So talked to a couple of the students at Cedar Cliff today. They thought it was a shoo-in for Redland. So this will boost the student morale. That's for sure.
Little roll missed. The joke got the rebound. Outside, won't fall. The joke got the rebound and got fouled. Well, now frustration for Redland, and boy, what a division this has been. You know, we talked about that. We looked at the standings earlier. Even the youngest of Colts fans are enjoying this one tonight. This is just going to be a great finish, and we got a lot of basketball to be played.
Exactly. I mean, you got Susquehanna, Cedar Cliff, Redland, Hershey, competitive teams in this division like Mechanicsburg, Palmyra. They're just competitive. Lower Dolphin, you know, they might not be top in the division, but they're just competitive. Putting together game plans every night. But definitely a very competitive Keystone again this year. Last year we talked about how big the Keystone was, how tall it was, and it's still tall, but it's definitely got some top teams.
Rebound coming down. Colts got it. Colts break. Acevedo. Oh, almost missed the follow by Majoke, and then Stump was right there.
Well, and they're doing a good job at Cedar Cliff here. The principal, they got everybody, every employee in America trying to keep these kids under control because they know how intense it can be.
Well, with 26 seconds left, if you like this one, we're going to have another great one coming up. Doubleheader coming up next Wednesday will be at East Pennsboro High School as the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders take on the East Pennsboro Panthers. Charlie and I will be on the air with that one, 6:30 p.m. right here on ABC 27.3.
Greg, you know, I'm going to go with Noel Rue as the Cedar Cliff player of the game. Do you agree with me on that?
I agree, yes.
Okay, and you know, the fans, though, can vote against us here. They can go online at advancedhoops.com and pick their own Borman and Babs player of the game. So we do want to hear from the fans. We also have a link. When you go on to advancedhoops.com, you click on TV games. You can also, once you get on the TV games webpage, you can also give broadcast feedback. You can talk about what you're saying, what I'm saying, what we think of the games on TV. You know, in fact, one person made a recommendation last year. We used it, okay? You know, flashing up the player rosters and all that on the screen. So, you know, it's definitely helps. So the feedback. We're doing this for the kids, and this can be a team effort.
Well, Cedar Cliff has outscored Redland 19-11 in the fourth quarter, and that has made all the difference. A little bit of backcourt pressure now. Redland is going to just have to foul here and at least try to make it close. They're going to meet one more time at Redland. It'll be the next to the last regular season game of the year.
Well, and I wouldn't say one more time.
Yeah, it could be more.
Yeah, it's possible, depending on how the rotations shake out. Both teams wearing, I believe, a quad A banner.
Right.
Still, sometimes those enrollments change. Logan Stump here, up until last game, he missed 2 shots in a row. Had only missed 1 foul shot all year. He was at 93% from the foul line. So this guy knows how to hit some foul shots. I've had the pleasure of working with him and coaching him on a regular basis.
They have made 9 free throws in the second half after not hitting from the line in the first half. Of course, there weren't many fouls either. Closing seconds.
And this is something I thought Diller, that shot rate, I thought he would do that more. But you know, here's Redland. They're saying, okay, we're coming back home. You know, And this is a Redland team that, you know, they're going to be back. You know, this has been a tough week for them. I think most coaches would say they'd rather have their tough weeks earlier in the season. They'd rather end better than they start. But nonetheless, they're not happy the position they're in right now. And it's going to be some tough practices with Coach Slayton, that's for sure.
Logan Stump hits. He's got 11.
Speaking of Logan Stump here, Greg, this young man right here, not by just my account, but a number of the coaches in the area, this may be the most improved player in the region. This kid worked hard in the weight room, worked hard on his shot, worked hard playing against great competition the offseason. This kid that lives in the gym, and he's a great kid, teachable, had great academics.
Closing seconds. Zangari missed. One more for Antonelli. And they'll get one more. And there's 1.8 seconds left, so they're going to get one more shot.
It's a long night here. We have to start at 6 next time.
We've been on the air for 3.5 hours. The girls, this has been a relatively fast game. We started here a little after 8:30, so this is going less than an hour and a half. But what a great night here at Cedar Cliff. We want to thank Ken Roseberry, all the administration here for dealing with television and a jammed-packed crowd.
You know, speaking of our high school basketball live, Greg, we have a copy of the schedule online if the fans want to see what we got coming up.
67-49, the Colts are a winner. Back to talk with Jim Rao, and we'll talk with senior Tim Kelly when we come back.
Hemp Brothers Incorporated is family owned and operated since 1925 and has been working together to provide excellent service for both large and small businesses or individuals. Hemp Brothers Incorporated is committed to producing high quality products and providing excellent service and efficient project management. Concrete, asphalt, crushed stone, and sand are ready to order. Call us at 737-3411 or visit us on the web at hempbrothers.com.
AAU spring basketball with advanced hoops. 21 teams last year, featuring the top boys basketball players from all over the region. Advanced Hoops AAU features 10 to 11 player rosters, guarantees playing time, all man-to-man style play, and every player gets professional skill training along with top quality AAU tournaments. Advanced Hoops has helped over 25 high school athletes get scholarships over the last 2 years. Amazing results. I call this AAU with the follow-through.
Hello, can I help you? Oh, no need to worry, Mrs. Smith. My grandfather is Russ Failer himself and has been in business for over 30 years. At Russ's Auto and Trailer Sales, we have it all. We specialize in selling a complete line of trailers, a variety of used cars and campers. Our service department can do it all. And we even have a nice guy named Justin who answers the phone. And what do we tell him, Maddie?
Nobody fusses at Russ's.
Advanced Hoops professional staff has strategized and worked as a team to improve the 2010 training plan.
Feedback I've been getting from the conversation I've had with the parents and kids alike is they would like to see us implement a comprehensive skill evaluation.
The comprehensive skill evaluation will be the basis for recommendations and class placement. We are signing players up right now for the start of the spring program. Advanced Hoops has programs for the youth and novice players, but is mostly noted for helping top area high school players reach their individual potential and develop skills that college coaches are looking for. Advanced Hoops is currently assisting over 20 high school players with the college recruiting process through phone calls, website player profiles, and in-house 5-on-5 video footage. We have helped 7 players sign early, earning full scholarships to play college basketball.
Well, a very jubilant Cedar Cliff team. They win 67-49. Jim Rao, the coach, Tim Kelly, senior. You look like you've been through the shower here. But what a great game. And the atmosphere here tonight was phenomenal.
Well, I think we got the best fans around the central Pennsylvania area. Our Golden Corral really supports us night in and night out, and our players played 32 minutes of basketball tonight.
Talk a little bit about the intensity. You guys came out firing, you kept up the defensive pressure, and I thought this was just a great team effort. I mean, you look at some of the spectacular plays, but this was a great team effort tonight.
Well, the motto going into the game was to wear them down. You know, we felt that we want to press them, make them put the ball on the floor, and double and rotate. And I think you saw that at the fourth quarter, you saw them getting tired.
Tim Kelly, talk a little bit about the game from your perspective. Also a great team effort, and you really did do all the things you came out to do tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Coach put a bunch of stuff up on the board, but the main one was to wear them down, you know, just have a lot of intensity and pressure, and we did that the whole game, and it wore them down. We were able to come away at the end.
Talk a little bit about what this means. This is a great rivalry. The atmosphere here was great tonight. What it means to meet Redland.
Well, we haven't beaten them for 21 games or something, so you know, it's first in a while. You know, the fans here, they just brought a lot of energy, really, you know, helped us keep our energy throughout the game.
Jim, this says a lot, and Charlie and I talked about this during the broadcast. This is a great, very, very competitive division.
Yeah, I mean, you know, even though we dropped down to the Keystone, I mean, there's some very good teams here, you know, and I'm really pleased the way our guys are starting to play. You know, we seem more focused, and we're getting after it defensively, and defense wins games.
Jim, congratulations. Thanks.
Thanks, Greg.
All right, Jim Rao. Tim, congratulations to you as well. Charlie and I will be back with a final word after this.
Having been to Arlington Orthopedics several times over the past roughly 15 years, I have found them to be very caring.
For 15 or 20 years, I've dealt with sciatic nerve pain down both legs. Kind of figured I was going to have that all my life.
Because of crippling arthritis, I no longer could hold on to things.
We went through this disc fusion surgery. It's just changed my whole life.
The pain is virtually gone, and he fully expects me to return to 100%.
Hemp Brothers Incorporated is family owned and operated since 1925 and has been working together to provide excellent service for both large and small businesses or individuals. Hemp Brothers Incorporated is committed to producing high quality products and providing excellent service and efficient project management. Concrete, asphalt, crushed stone, and sand are ready to order. Call us at 737-3411 or visit us on the web at hempbrothers.com.
Are color copies really 10 cents? Yeah, 10 cents.
It's easy. Call Fortney Printing. They punch in the order, copies get made, quickly put in boxes. Fortney Printing delivers on time.
Wow! Only 10 cents.
Borman & Babb Certified Public Accountants is a full-service accounting, tax, and consulting firm with over 17 years' experience serving the central Pennsylvania region. From taxes to payroll, from corporate accounting to business consulting, let Borman & Babb help you achieve your financial success.
What game will you bring? Your B game or C? Tomorrow's performance depends on today's recovery, rebuild, recharge, reclaim your A game, regen, intelligent recovery.
67-49, Cedar Cliff is a winner. The game perhaps a little bit closer than that score spread would indicate. What an intense game here tonight. I mean, that was great fun for the fans, and I hope everybody watching at home.
Well, and for having a long night, it was good that second game was like that. I tell you what, I think we learned a couple things tonight. One thing, Redland learned that this is a different Cedar Cliff basketball team, and Cedar Cliff learned this week that they're a different Cedar Cliff basketball team. There's a style of play that works for them now. It's a matter of making adjustments. It's going to depend on which teams can make adjustments down the road. It's going to be a long season. It's going to be fun.
All right, we got a lot more coming up. Our next game coming up next Wednesday. It's another boys-girls doubleheader. Charlie and I will be over at East Pennsboro High School as the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders take on the East Pennsboro Panthers. Airtime 6:30 right here on ABC 27.3. As always, thanks to our great Invicta Sports crew led by Director Chad Edwards and our statistician with all the numbers tonight, Jim Gallagher. Now for Charlie Fortney, Greg May, so long from Cedar Cliff High School. Once again, our final score, Cedar Cliff 67 and Redland 49. Good night, everybody.